Hello, everybody. I just want to do a video about a movie I saw tonight that I was going to see in the drive-in movies up north where I live in Florida. Um, and it is the new Naked Gun movie. I forget the exact name of it, but it's like the new Naked Gun movie with Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson and the guy that plays Stingray from Cobra Kai, and I really liked it. My family really enjoyed it. It had the same wacky, wonky kind of comedy that the original had. It was really entertaining. Was it as good as the original or the original first two, shall I say? Probably not. What really sold it for me was just the similar style of slapstick, wonky, crazy comedy, just off the wall, bonkers stuff that was in the original. And Liam Neeson really sold it as the son of the guy from the original, and it felt like it was part of the Naked Gun universe. I highly recommend, if anyone watches this, to watch the credits. There is a lot of stuff in the credits, original music from the original movie. There is scenes. The scene where I think it was at the end and the beginning. I forget if it was the end or the beginning, but where you see from the back of the car with the old-fashioned car light, cop car, and the music from the original movie. That was in the credits, and there was a post-credit scene with Weird Al Yankovic. So I would highly recommend staying for the credits and watching through the credits to see all that. If you don't want to see it all, you could fast forward, I guess, to it. If you want to see it, you could do that. It is currently on. You could either rent it on whatever service you want to. Like I could rent it on Fandango, Vudu, Home, but I subscribe to Paramount Plus. So it's on Paramount Plus, along, I think, with the other Naked Gun movies. If you want to do like a marathon or something, you could do that as well. So there was a funny OJ joke in the beginning of the movie. I think if you've seen the trailers, you've seen it, but seeing it in the movie in real time, in the way it folds out in the movie, it's funnier. It was one of these types of movies like the original, where it was like laugh out loud almost every moment in the movie. I will give one scene away, so if you don't want to hear it, it's Naked Gun. Who cares, right? There's a snowman scene, and it's like a love montage between Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson, and it involves a snowman that they bring to life with dark magic. Some people are going to find this over the top, but we're talking about a Naked Gun movie. I think it went very well in the movie, and it worked. There was a running gag with people giving him coffee as he was driving. Like, how did they get it into the car as he's driving? There was also a running gag where when he's driving, he hits a guy on a bike. There were different gags like that throughout. Again, the comedy was very similar, if not identical, to the original movies. And that's why, on so many levels, it worked for me. It had me laughing throughout. Again, not as good as the original, but it was good, really good. There was one scene where they're grilling a bad guy who was in the bank in the beginning. And at first I thought it was Tracy Morgan, but it wasn't. It was someone totally different. I don't know why. I thought it was him, but I was like, no, that's not him. But he showed him video to try to say, you were in the bank, you know what happened. And it was just a montage of things that Drebin did, the Liam Neeson's son, Drebin's son, a montage of what he did, and it was just wacky stuff. Eating chili dogs, coffee, using the bathroom, crapping his pants, stuff like that. It was really, really funny. Yeah, I highly enjoyed this movie. I wish I would have seen it at the drive-in with my family, or at the very least seen it in the regular theater. Very fun movie, very worth it to see it in the theater, and very worth it to rent it. It's not that long, like the Karate Kid movie that I reviewed. It's not that long, so it's not like it's taking up too much of your time to sit there and watch it. It's a fun laugh a minute, laugh a second, shall I say, movie. I think people are really going to enjoy it. You're going to be like, why did they just do that? Well, you're going to be saying that a lot. Like, you're not going to be able to believe half the stuff that's going on. But when you suspend disbelief and say this is a Naked Gun movie, you really, really just enjoy it. You really, really just say, hey, this is hilarious and fun, and I love it. Okay, so if I got to give it a rating, the original, with the Dodger Stadium scene, this one did have a MMA fight scene in the end that kind of wasn't quite the level of that. So the original would probably be a 10 out of 10, right? I mean, that's a classic, right? This would probably be like an 8.5. Solid 8.5. I really did enjoy it. I really highly, highly recommend. I highly, highly recommend this movie, the new Naked Gun movie. Go out and see it, guys. I think you're gonna love it. And go with an open mind. Remember that this is a series that hasn't made a new film since what, like the 90s or something? Early 90s, back when like George Herbert Walker Bush was in office. I mean, that's how long ago the movie came out. A lot of people who might be watching this, some of my subs, might not even been alive when the original came out. So I would highly recommend also, if you haven't seen this, either watch this and then watch the originals, especially the first one, or watch the first one. If you like it, if you like the comedy style, watch this. It's very similar. Okay, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much, and peace out, guys.